Hi everybody, Dr. Crumbaugh here for your monthly Lunch and Learn. This month we're going over the vertebrae of the month, which is L5. So for those of you that might not know the abbreviations, L5 just means it's in your low back and it's at the very bottom of your low back, right before like your pelvis and tailbone area. So L5 is the very bottom one of the lumbar spine. And so that means that it's important for a lot of different reasons because it is like the base of the tower, right? So your L5 disc, for example, is supposed to be the thickest disc in the entire body because it gets the most force put on it, right? The most compressive force from the top going down. Makes sense. That means you need a nice big thick disc at L5, right? Fun fact, L5 is also one of the fastest degenerating or wearing down discs of the entire body because it gets all of those compressive forces on it. So if any of those compressive forces don't get absorbed in the other discs properly, then it starts degenerating and wearing down on L5 faster. So most people that are supposed to have a very thick L5 disc actually don't. And that actually causes a lot of pain and a lot of problems, which leads me into one of the symptoms that you might feel if your L5 disc is compressed, is the word that we'll use, degenerated for those of you that want to know the technical term. And one of the symptoms that people get that they don't realize is associated with that L5 disc degeneration is cramping in the legs, specifically cramping in the calves. Now, obviously, if you went out and you ran a whole bunch and you didn't hydrate properly and you're not taking in your electrolytes, is the cramping due to your L5? Well, I'm not going to say no because I have no idea, right? But probably due to other things. But I'm talking about the type of cramps like you're sleeping in the middle of the night and you wake up with a Charlie horse and there's no reason for it. You have no idea why. You're just walking along and all of a sudden nothing changed. You didn't step off anything. All of a sudden, boom, you just get this leg cramp. A lot of times that is actually related to that L5 disc and the L5 nerve because the L5 nerve root starts at that disc space and goes out through your low back, through your hip area, down into your leg, down into the calf, and all the way down actually to your big toe. So it sends a lot of branches of nerves out into that calf area, which means if it starts getting irritated, if it starts getting pinched down on, it's going to send these signals out saying that there's a problem, and those signals are going to be the strongest where it starts, in the low back, and where it ends, the calf, the big toe, different areas like that. And so some of that, especially if it's one leg consistently that's cramping, some of that leg cramping can actually be from your back. And it can actually be sometimes, like I said, a little bit more serious than what people think because that L5 disc does degenerate so rapidly if the rest of the body isn't functioning the way it's supposed to. And so that's one reason that here at LiveWell Chiropractic, we don't guess with our patients' health. We really take things very seriously and we do our homework so we know what's going on. That way, if you have a disc that's wearing down, we can find out in the appropriate amount of time. We can take the appropriate steps. And not only can we get you feeling better, but we can get you back to living your life better. So if you or someone you know struggles with those leg cramps or even something else just in that pathway that I named, and you think that maybe you need a chiropractor, or maybe you just want to talk to a chiropractor and see if you need one, give us a call at the office, 636-329-4567, or book online on the booking tab. The link will be down below. Again, phone number 636-329-4567. All of this information will be on the Wellness Library as well. That's all for today. Until next month, love your spine, and I'll see you then.